Hello and welcome to the Vlogdate update for July 2017. And for those of you new, this is where I talk about just the PS Plus games that are coming out and anything that's been happening in the last month. So anyway, let's get right on to this. So this time around there's going to be 3 PS4 games for this month. And to be honest, these PS Plus games that are coming out are just eh. Though for me it's more eh because I've played, or not really played, but I've seen a full playthrough of it, and then the other one I don't really care much about. So anyways, just get right into it. The first one is Until Dawn, and this is the one I've seen the full playthrough of, because at the time it was very interesting to want to play. It's just been a long fucking time. So now it's just eh. I already know what to expect, so I don't see a reason for me to play through this. It's not going to be interesting for me knowing where everything's at, because I've seen so many things of this game. But for those of you who don't know about it and just want to try it out, just a good time, it was free. Essentially it's a very cliche game movie thing where, you know, a bunch of scenes go into the middle of nowhere in a cabin or house or whatever, and oh no, there's a murder on the loose, and oh no, there's all supernatural shit going on, and it's up to all these kids to figure out what the fuck's going on. The thing is, if you don't find the right stuff, or someone, one of the characters to play as ends up doing something, or not actually doing something, someone else is gonna die, and then there's also choices to make sure someone might live or die. So yeah, just got to yeah, don't survive till dawn, essentially. Yeah. The next game for the PS4 is Game of Thrones, which is another Telltale game that's gonna be free to play. It's just because apparently there's supposed to be a lot of things that they bring from the show or book or whatever, whichever one you want to say it's from. But yeah, I don't know Game of Thrones, I don't watch it or never read it, and it's never really piqued my interest, and even then with the show I think I have no clue how many seasons there are. If it's anything like The Walking Dead, yeah, at this point it's too late for me to bother getting into it, because it's gonna take too long to bother catching up. So if anything, I think it actually might be more, because I think Game of Thrones has been going around for a long ass time. So for them to have this as a free game, it's not my interest, especially because there's supposed to be a lot of stuff that they reference or mention that I would not give it a damn clue what the hell's going on. So yeah, and also even then I'm still trying to record Tales of the Borderlands and Life is Strange. It's enough Telltale-like games going on, even though one already is. So yeah. Okay, so now on to the PS3 games for this month that's going to be free, and to be honest, I really wish I had a splitter that actually worked, because the splitter I have, as far as I know, I've not gotten to work, so I can't record on the PS3 just yet. But the game that's going to be free that is weird, because you just gotta love Japan for making such weird games. But Tokyo Jungle. For those of you who don't know what the hell this game is, and I didn't know much about it either, apparently humanity has disappeared in Tokyo, and guess what? Animals run the place now, and it's a matter of who survives in this jungle, because, you know, the fucking domination, animal kingdom or whatever. The thing is, it's Japan, so you can play fucking any animal. You can be a tiger, you can be an elephant, deer, you could be a chicken, you could be a goddamn Pomeranian dog if you want to be, or I don't know, some sort of whatever animal there is, as far as I know. And you get to gather, I guess, like a group of your own kind, or maybe friendly animals, and just beat the shit out of other animals. I guess you could say that's animal cruelty, but at the same time it's animals trying to survive. A goddamn chicken trying to beat a damn elephant. that's the thing that got me interested in it. To be a chicken for some reason, just beat the shit out of other animals. So yeah, That's the game that I wish I had a splitter to work with. I could use my Elgato to record on. Just do a random playthrough of it, I guess. So yeah, Tokyo Jungle. If you're interested in that, have a PS3 still like I do, go check that game out. Yeah. So the next game that's, again, I'm mad about because I'm not a fighting type person game guy. But Darkstalkers Resurrection is, yeah, a fighting game. As far as I know, I think Darkstalkers is supposed to be like a show or something. I'm not sure. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure Darkstalkers is supposed to be like an old thing. But yeah, a free fighting game on the PS3 again, I think. I don't remember if there was one last month. There may have been, but I could be entirely wrong. So yeah, I guess you like Darkstalkers from way back, I have no clue when. Yeah, it's back as in a free version, even though you're pretty sure you could buy this game a while ago. Pretty sure my brother bought it, I may have it. I could be entirely wrong. I know I have a Darkstalkers, I just don't know if it's Resurrection. So, yeah. Free fighting game for anyone who cares about that. I don't care about fighting games, not really. So yeah. Anime fighting game is what it is. So now on to the last free PS Plus game is the PS Vitas. So for those of you who still happen to have them, first one is Element 4L. Weird title. I don't know why there's an L at the end, but it seems interesting. But essentially, it's you play as the four main elements: water, fire, wind. Wait, fire, water, earth, wind. I think I'm saying those right. Oh, I'm pretty sure there's wind or something. But yeah, you play as four main elements. I guess to like save life or something. I don't know why, but I guess it's a thing. It just seems interesting as like a calm type of game. That's the thing that interests me. But I think it's also a puzzle game, like speed running puzzle type. Figure out which element to pick to go through fast traveling movement motion thing. So yeah, that's a game on Vita. So the last PS Plus game that's also on the PS4 and Vita is Don't Die, Mr. Robot. And it's not exactly a bullet hell shooter. I'm not sure what to call it. Because there's bullets you have to dodge, except instead of you firing, you collect fruits to deal damage to everything. And I think each fruit does something different. I could be entirely wrong. But that's why I kind of got out of it. So, and you play as Mr. Robot and you can customize him. So, yeah, seems kind of interesting. Still probably not gonna record it. It seems like a very short game that probably like a 10 or 5 minute video on. It's not exactly video recording worthy. Just something to play just to kill time, I think. So it's interesting nonetheless. So yeah, that's all the PS Plus games for free. So now the shit that's happened over the month that I feel like wanting to explain why I never did any speed art or comic on. So yeah, let me get around to that shit. So over the last month, I kind of got distracted with a couple things. One of them was that I'm trying to learn anatomy or drawing from life, because I'd like to learn how to draw like some people, or at least be good enough to draw like them to just make videos of, because I suck, because I'm just kind of stuck with the pixels, and yeah, just trying to learn how to draw essentially, and help so I can improve my pixel art just a little bit better. And then also I'm trying to learn how to use Blender. For anyone who saw my post on Twitter, which I don't know if I'm going to bother showing the tweet, because it's a long list. It's very goddamn complicated to figure out, because I've used 3ds Max, and trying to learn the same controls from Blender is so goddamn different. Especially because no one seems to know how to fucking... it's annoying finding tutorials where people tell you buttons, but the buttons are nothing like what they have as the default buttons. And they think it's the default, even if it's the updated version of the same update I have. They have different goddamn controls. I don't know why. It's annoying as hell to figure out. So yeah, that's Blender. The reason I bring that up is because a while ago, like 2 months ago, I did a poll on what I should do my next speeder on, and everyone seemed to have voted for doing a spaceship. And so this prize is just I'm trying to do a 3D object of a spaceship, which I've done before. For anyone who's checked out my website, I'll probably show an image of that ship. But that ship was just for like an assignment we had to do in class, and so I'm pretty sure I could redo another ship again, just better, from knowledge I've learned over time thanks to my teacher. But yeah, just trying to figure out Blender is the hard part. Trying to transfer my 3ds Max knowledge to Blender is the difficult thing, because controls, that's the main important thing. So yeah, then there's the fact that I didn't do a comic last month because I got distracted by all that shit that was going on. And the other thing, I was trying to upload 2 videos every day, which it's working so far. The reason I'm doing that is just so I could get content out, so I could do playthroughs, because I have a giant list of games to play that's on my Steam. Like, I do have an idea for the comic, hopefully I could do this month. It's just trying to figure out how to do it is the hard part. Or just trying to make the scripts, I guess. Like, I know what I'm going to do it on. It's just, yeah, just getting around to it by not getting distracted by all this other stuff of learning processing. But I guess part of the other thing that's the major thing that's been distracting me the most is for anyone again who's seen my tweets. I have Twitter for a reason. So the Crystarium Network asked me like a long time ago, sometime I think last year in April, I believe. But he asked me to create some pixel art stuff, so I guess more just a commission he asked for. And it's a huge amount of characters I have to make, and I'm still not getting around to finishing them all. So I'm still trying to make my own content for you guys to enjoy. But that was like the main thing I think I was doing last month, was trying to get his stuff done. And I'm still not done, because every now and then he gives me more stuff to do. So if I could finish this stuff, then I'll be good for who knows how long to making content and just focusing on my stuff from then on out, so I get someone else to ask for commission to draw something again. Except this time, or at least for next time, I'm getting paid for this stuff, because it's a lot of work. I didn't think it would be, but it is. So anyways, I think that's at least all the main things I wanted to talk about, because there's always stuff I want to talk about and rant about, because I have too much shit to talk about, because I have no one to talk about anything about. So yeah, I guess that'll be it for this update video. So if anything, I'm going to try to hopefully get art stuff done this month, and probably other speed arts until I could eventually do the spaceship, because that's the thing I still want to do. I'm just going to do some other speed arts until I can figure that shit out, because it's something you guys asked for that I made a voting for you guys, so I plan to definitely do it. It's on my fucking wall for a reason. You could kind of see. It's on the other mirror. But yeah, it's on there somewhere. I wrote it down for a reason. There's other stuff I wrote down too, but yeah, that's the main thing I put somewhere up there. So yeah, other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, got the like or button. If you want to see, I guess, content I make, got the subscribe or follow button. Got anything to say? Say something in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. Comrades.